Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Recon, your host for this video, and we are going to be covering the 7-day mission to win rewards event that they have for new players that create an account, and this event will take place within the first 7 days of you creating your new account, no matter what server it's on. So after those 7 days though, if you have not collected your rewards or bought any of the beginner packs for it, they will disappear completely and you won't get it again. So this video is going to help cover what to do, what not to do, what you can buy if you want to. That way you have a good idea, so you're not just looking at this blindly and being like, I don't know what to do here, I don't understand, I'm new, kind of stuff like that. So we're going to start off with the 7-day missions, and then we'll get into the beginner packs. If you're free to play and you're not going to spend any money in the game, you can skip the last part of getting the beginner packs and just watch the first part of the video on the 7-day missions. But if you do want to spend a little bit on the game because you like the game, we'll explain the value of the packs, which ones are good and which ones are not. Alright, so let's get into the 7-day missions. So day 1, you daily login, easy to grab, best lineup. You should be able to get 10,000 power very shortly within the first day if you play a decent amount, day or two. And then of course the VIP. So there's a VIP chart on how much VIP you need for each one. So 350 will be $7. Essentially buying in the game will get you to 350. So then the next thing we have is past amount of chapters campaigns. So the beginning chapters of the game go really quickly to an extent. You get through them pretty decently if you just keep logging in decently and powering through them. You kind of slow down a little bit around 40, but you still get through them pretty quickly. As you get farther in the game, like let's say level 300, I know that seems a lot starting out. You think, wow, how can I get there? It takes a really long time to level up, but at the beginning it's not as difficult. All right, so this part right here, the house, advanced capsules. I'm going to stress this enough. I'm going to say this later on in the video again to remind you. You only do these capsules if it's on a capsule event. If you started your account on, let's say, Atlas Valera, slots, or enrolls, you do not pull your capsules. You will screw yourself over. This is a bait to get you to use your capsules. It is not worth it to do it. You only do it on a capsule event. And even if you're on that capsule event, you're starting out, unless you're willing to spend 500 capsules to try and finish one round of the event, I would just save your capsules and save them. That's the best thing to do. Only spend at least 500 on a capsule event. Everybody's going to mostly tell you that is very experienced in the game. That way you get the most out of your value for pulling your capsules. All right, on the present, we have free one. We're starting out, and then you have 200 gems, 400 gems. Both of these are good values. 100 gems for one capsule is a great price. Usually it's 8 for 1,200 in the market. So the 400 gems one is also worth it because it's 400 gems for 4, so it's also 100 per gem. Those are both worth it. If you have the gems, it's like you spend a couple dollars on a monthly pass or something, you have gems, you can spend it on these to help build up your capsules to do 1,500 or 2,000 capsules on a capsule event. This is a way to get you started and boosted up to get there a little bit quicker. All right, day 2. We'll start back at the power of the fist. Daily login as always, and then your power level's 20,000. Like I said, 20,000 is not that much. You can get there very quickly just by logging in, playing, and putting gears and antiques on your girls and building up their crystals. 700 VIP XP is going to be around $16 in the game. Or not 16, 13. It's not much. You get there pretty quickly. To the book, we have doing test stages. Now, you might not get to the test 120. You might or might not, depending on how much you're willing to put in this game or how much you've logging in, how much you've been paying attention, maybe asking questions in the Discord. So it's possible to get there. Linky at the bottom, the girl you get there, she's the best support for PvE and some of the game mode, most of them. So I would keep her, not use her as food. You don't necessarily need to build her up to, let's say, LB5, but you can leave her at 9-star or 10-star for the longest time to just help with the PvE modes. Do not use her in PvP, though. PvP unless you have nothing else to use. All right, on to the house. Reach player levels. I have not been player level 60 for a long time, so I would assume you can get there within 1 week if you constantly logged in. I would assume they make it achievable, so just keep logging in before 8 hours, every 7 hours at least log in to collect all your rewards just to get the max you can get. On to the present. Same thing. 2 capsules is worth it. This is it's 700 for 3,000 in the market. So if you're willing to spend that on there as new, I wouldn't spend that if you were new. I would use those gems on capsules, just getting them for this for now. So I wouldn't do that. But if you really want chisels and you're really powering through spending money, go for it. Otherwise, just skip. Day 3. Onto the fist. So daily login always best power lineup is 30,000, 30K. That's easy. 1,400 VIP XP equivalates to $28 spent in the game. So, like I said, if you want to spend, that's how much you need to know how much you need to spend on. And then we go into the book. Purchase 2 times from the market. This should be easy because there's plenty of things in the market just to buy from coins and not from gems. So you should be able to reach by the day 7, 12 things bought in the market. It's very simple, very easy. I mean, starting out, you don't get as much gold, but if you were to not spend, if you leveled up your girls only to the power level that suggests to get it, then you can spend the rest on this. That way you can kind of optimize, not spending it all on your girls, just maxing them all at once. Just kind of go to your 30,000 and then day 4, whatever it says, and then just buy the rest of it on here. And then after this day's event's over, you can just spend all your gold on girls and pets and then not have to worry about it. So the house, we have send gifts to girls. This should be easy. To an extent. I don't know if you're going to get 200 gifts right off the bat. That seems a lot. That's the gifts that you get for dating them. That's going to be an iffy. I don't know. It just depends on how well someone does. As far as dating the girls, it's going to be in the dorm room. You go into dorm and you click on date, and then you have your gifts there. You open your gifts, and then you give the gifts to the girls. Usually you can click on the there's a thing in the, I forgot what it goes, but that's not a file. File will tell you what it is, but there's another part which there's like comment section, and some people will post on there what they like, since you don't know right away until you get to intimate level 20 to know what they like. And then we have intimacy reaching goals. At 200, you'll get to at least level 50 on one girl for intimacy, so that's not a hard problem. The hard problem is how much they're willing to give you gift boxes. 200, I don't know as much, but have to see. Then we get to the present. Free one as always. This one's worth it. You have to be VIP 1, so we're getting to this. If you're not spending, you're not going to be able to unlock that, which is fine. It's not a big deal. But you do get gift boxes there, so it's kind of incentive to try to get you to spend a little bit to get the gift boxes to finish the gifting of the girls. 600 is fine. 1,200 is for 8, so that's half of what you do in the market, so it's still a decent deal. Day 4, we're going to move on to the fist. Daily login, 40,000K. Should be easy as long as you log in all the time and collect your rewards, level up the right girls, that kind of stuff. 3,500 VIP XP is going to equal to $70 to $75. VIP 4, which is 3,100. VIP XP is $63, so a little bit more than that. We move on to the book. Junior varsity, these should be easy. Fit all the way to 60 times. I haven't finished it yet. I gotta finish it, but even if you lose, you still get a battle. So just spam 60 tickets if you get working up to 60. You can buy some in the market. You can spend them with gems. You get some from patrol. Be focusing on that. You may or may not get 60 tickets, but even if you have tickets, to just I would just use them on junior varsity. Don't worry about varsity so much right off the bat. If you're not spending on the game, if you're spending on the game, this should be fairly easy, honestly. But I would assume you get to at least 30 if you're free to play and you're not really spending that much. That kind of stuff. Then we move on to the house. So you have to be a certain level to join to guild. So get there as quickly as possible. When you first start out, you can fight up to 3 or 4 times, I believe. I think it's 4 max on the regular ones. If you're Guild Bot 61, which wouldn't apply to you if you're new, you only get to attack it twice. So we never got to finish this. I'm not going to be able to finish this. It won't let me. I can't get those last 2 in. It's just nature of the game. It's not going to happen. But if you're new, you should be able to get to this fairly quickly. If you spend 3 a day, 4 days, get to 12. The 5th day, you should be able to finish 14. So that'll be good. And then on the guild coins, Only spend them on your lab. Do not use it on the merchant shop. Just going to go ahead and say that right now, just to get it out of the way. People ask that question all the time. Only spend guild coins in the lab, period. Nothing else. That's all you need to spend it on. We go to the present. Free one as always. The enrolls, 500 is for one. So 600 and 300 are going to be values for enrolls. Yes, you can get them. The other two rewards on it, not so much. So you're just grabbing enrolls right here. So this is a 50-50. If you just want to play a longer game or you want to get them, it's up to you. You get more capsules for gems going on in this event. So it depends on how much gems you have. I would get the capsules first, and if you have extra going through this event, to get the enrolls, get them last. But just grab the capsules first. Moving on to day 5. Start at the fist again. Daily login as always. Then we have best lineup is 50,000. It should be fairly easy if you keep logging in and just keep paying attention to the game. And then we have VIP 8,000 XP. That is equal to possibly $170, $180. VIP 5 is at 7,500. It's $151. So if you're willing to spend on the game to get to that point, there's plenty of other things to buy, or even in the beginner packs, there's some decent things. That's up to you if you want to spend that much within 7 days. Moving on to the book, we have complete intern tasks. Internship 4 stars, 5 stars, and all the way down to a 6-star, which is 1. Which kind of baffles me a little bit because the odds of you getting a 6-star in the first 7 days, I mean, maybe they make it higher for you because you're a new player. I would hope so. The rate would be higher for you, but they're usually a little bit more rare, so you might not get one. So it's kind of a little iffy, but if you don't get it, it's okay. Same thing with all 5 stars. I'm assuming when you start out, you'll have a fresh monthly or be in that monthly event. So don't worry about saving your 4 stars internships at that point. Just go ahead and use them on here if you can finish it. If you want, or you can just save them for the next monthly event to try and finish the full monthly event. Usually, if you're free to play, you're not going to want to do this. You're going to want to save them until you can finish a full monthly event. But if you're spending on the game, you can go ahead and do it. It's not that big of a deal because you can just keep refreshing. Because the more VIP you have, the more internship your tasks you're going to get per VIP level. Okay, so we're going to move on to the house. Draw slots machines 50 times. Use Alchemy 20 times. Now, if you're VIP, your Alchemy goal is going to get higher, which will be this right up here. This is your Alchemy. I'm VIP 13, so mine's going to be a lot higher than yours. You're going to be like, holy cow, that's a lot. But at the same time, if you're newer and you're free to play, you're just going to do the free, maybe not the 50 as much. You can if you want. If you're spending gem in the game, you can do it 3 times a day. 3 times 7 is 21. You'll get there at the 7th day. So you just play a long game there. You don't need to spend that much, let's say 200 or 400 gems on Alchemy, unless you're farther on in the game. As far as the slots that we just saw earlier, I would save your slots for a slot event. Same thing with the capsule event. Don't waste your slots on a non-slot event. Only use it on slots. Just like on capsules, you only use on capsules, and rolls, you only use on rolls. I get stressed this enough. People will just randomly start pulling stuff on days that does not matter, and they're just missing out on lots of rewards, saving it for those events. I know people are very impatient. I understand that. I was like that when I first started out too. I kind of messed up at the beginning. Then someone told me, gave me information. I was grateful for it. And now, playing this game for a really long time now, I understand the importance of only doing these on the events you're supposed to. So please, 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 only do these enrolls, slots, or capsules on the events weeks that they are happening. That is the best thing to get the max amount of rewards, especially if you're free to play and you want to maximize everything to get the best girls that you can to make your team, whether it be you're just playing for fun or you're trying to compete as a free-to-play player. You can still do it. It's just going to take you a lot longer. Moving on to the present. So VIP 2, which will be easy $14. Said it earlier. So 20 is 500 gems in the patrol, which is a great deal because usually 10 is 500, so 20 would be 1,000. So 25 for 700 when you usually get 20 for 1,000 is a pretty good deal. So if you want to save up slots and you have the extra gems, go ahead and get this, but get it last after capsules and rolls, obviously. You have your free one, and then you have your 300 gems for lunchboxes and roll scrolls, or intern scrolls, I'm sorry. This is the advanced one. You get 4 stars and 7 stars out of it. If you're spending money and you want to get this to try and finish that internship thing we saw earlier, the tasks, you can go ahead and go for this. It'll help you with that. But if you're free to play, just skip it. Don't worry about it. Just don't look at it. It's not worth it. Just move on to the next day. Next day, we're starting at the 5th. Daily login. Claim it, as always. 60,000 for best lineup. Should be fairly easy, especially if you're paying a little bit in the game. Free to play. Just keep logging in. And then get 12,000 VIP XP. You're like, holy cow, that's a lot. And it kind of is, but so you're going to look in around $250 to spend on the game. Because remember, VIP 5, which is 7,500 XP, is 151. So $250 to $300 is going to be a price range for that. People are going to be like, well, why would anybody spend that much on the game in 1 week? Some people really like games. They want to spend money on games. That's their thing. If they want to do that, more power to them. We'll get into the beginner packs later. They can help you if you want to spend. If you're free to play, don't worry about it. Just play the long game. There's plenty of people in this game that have been playing for a while that are free to play that are very successful. If you have questions and you're free to play, just ask them. A lot of people are willing to help. So don't think just because you're not spending, you can't compete. You can. It just takes a while. It's okay. Move on to the book. Upgrade yellow crystals. This is going to be upgrading your crystal on the girl and then your chisels. So every time you're upgrading them, you're getting chisels, which is great because then it helps you upgrade the next one, honestly. So as we get higher, we get all the way to 1-star paradise. I think that's red level, pretty sure. So that's going to take you a bit. But if you can get to that, especially as free to play, there's a Kongming copy. Kongming is great for patrol. She's amazing in patrol. But after patrol, you finish patrol, you're going to want to, you can save her, but at the end of the day, Kongming eventually will become food for better girls in the game that come out as you progress further on, even if you're free to play. A lot of people are going to be like, no, she's amazing. She's amazing at the beginning of the game. She's a great beginning girl for your team. After that, you start reaching end game teams. No matter what, if you're free to play or you pay to win, she becomes utterly useless at that point. So no matter what anybody tells you, she's great at the beginning, and at the end game happens, she starts to drop off pretty heavily. So it's good to just trade her in for somebody else. Then we have the house. Now this is summoning shards. You would think 50 is a lot. It's not really that much. So whenever you get shards in the game, you can just go ahead and open them just to get to 50. As long as you keep doing daily quizzes, stuff like that. Sometimes events will give shards as well as way, especially if you start on a roll. Just lost my train of thought. Essentially, if you're spending, you're going to get to 50 fairly easily, honestly. If you're free to play, 50-50 chance. You may not get there. You might at least get to 30. So that's just going to depending on how much you log in and how much you're looking for the shards and paying attention with there. There's plenty of them that you can get for in the market. There's 3-star girls you can just get for 300k gems. Or gems, sorry, gold. Apologize. There's 4 in there, and then there's a 5th one for 4 stars for gold as well. That's 1.5 K gold. So you could just keep doing that every day and at least get to 25 opening, and then you should be able to get at least to the 30 and 40 from some other stuff in the game. So it's not that difficult. Then we have your present. 400 gems for 1 in chisels. It's still better than 500 gems for 1 in roll, so it's up to you if you need chisels as well. I can help you finish out the other thing we saw with getting to that Kongming, upgrading your crystal. You have your free one that I opened at the bottom, and then the 700 gems for VIP 2, which is fairly easy to get there. But this is honestly really good because it's 10k, or it's 2k gems for 10k in the market, so 700 for 42. If you have extra gems at the end of the day buying your capsules and rolls, and you see this thing and you forgot about it, but you come back and you see it, this is worth it. I'll tell you right now, you're going to need the chisels, because getting to the last level of crystals, the pink one for with the 3 levels on it. Yeah, that's a lot. Trust me. It's a lot. All right, moving on to day 7. We have your fist 70,000K power lineup. Daily login. Those should be somewhat easy. Just keep logging in. And then get 20,000 VIP XP. Holy cow, people are like, how much is that? It's going to be at least $400 to $430 buying in the game in 1 week. You get 10K gems and orange shards for antique. There's some decent ones in there, like Black Magic Hat is the prime one you're trying to get, which is difficult. I finally got one after a year and 8 months playing on this account, which is amazing that I never got one for that long. But when you get one, it's very satisfying. So if you want to spend that much on the game, make sure you claim this. We get to the book. Acquire 4 5-star girls and 6 5-star girls. Acquire 10 5-star girls. Acquire 1 6-star girl and a 9-star. Stuff like that. If you're free to play, you're probably not going to get a 9-star in the first week. And if you do, holy crap, you're amazing. I want to know your RNG and your intellect on how to get there. You probably get a 6-star if you're free to play, depending on if you get lucky in getting the same girls, depending if you're in a capsule event, whatever happens, and you just do it. Possibly, yes. Pay to win. You should, depending on what event week you start on. If you're Atlas Valera, I feel sorry for you. You're probably not going to make that 9-star unless you whale super hard. But if not, if you can get to it at paying to win pretty easily, depending on what event you start. Moving on to the house. Upgrade girls levels to 50, 100, 120, and then collection points. We'll start with the girl level. Girl level 120. It's fairly easy to get up there as long as you log in all the time. And if you're struggling, it happens. You might get some really bad RNG. You might not get there. So just when you're first starting on, focus on one girl to level up. If you have questions and you get multiple 5-stars or something and you don't know which one to level up, ask in Discord. They'll tell you which one's the best one to just level up right off the beginning to get these rewards. That way you're starting off on a good start. Feel free to ask questions. It's the best thing you can do. Collection points. There is a collection tab in the game. It's just a thing to show people how much you've collected, whether it be girls, antiques, skins, emojis, how many challenges have you completed. It's just a little thing that's showing like, hey, I've completed this many things. Getting to 600 points should be fairly easy to a point. I don't know how easy it's going to be because when it first came out, I already collected a crap ton of stuff, so it put me up really high. So I have no idea how much you need for 600. I apologize on that, but I would assume it'd be fairly somewhat easy, not too difficult. Just depends on your RNG if you get multiple girls, multiple antiques, different things. But it should be fairly simple to do. Not many rewards out of it, but it is some stuff in there that's free and stuff to get. So, and then lastly, we start off with this before we get to the beginner packs. 400 gems for 4 capsules, worth it. Get it. You get your free one. I got the bottom that I already claimed, and then 1 enroll and 50 shards. Now, and you have to be VIP 3. Even if I was pay to win, and I was spending $400 on the first week of this game, and I saw this, I would not grab it. It is not worth it. You're like, oh, but I get a 50 shards for 1 girl. No. That's a normal girl. It's not even elite girl shards. Okay? Just look at it, glance at it, and go, haha, and laugh to yourself, and then just go about your day. Don't even touch it. Not worth it. All right. If you're free to play, you can go ahead and just leave if you want, or you can stay in and listen to the rest of this. But for the people that want to spend on the game, I'm going to get into the beginner packs right now. Sorry, this video is a little bit long. I'm trying to cover it as quickly, as efficiently as possible, but we're going to move on to the beginner packs now. So if you don't want to spend any money on the game, you can go ahead and leave. If you want to stay and listen to the rest of it to figure out what is good, if you ever want to spend in the future, we're going to get into it right now. Okay. Day 1. You get a free one each one of these days. So the free one I'm going to have grabbed all the time. So it's going to be at the bottom. We're not going to really cover the free ones because they're free. Okay. So the first one, 99 cents for 3 capsules. Worth it, 33 cents per capsule. It's a very great deal. Get that one. The $2 one I would not get. Just don't worry about it. The 15 caps for $10. In a capsule event, you get 6 capsules for $10. You're getting over 9 more capsules for this. That is 100% worth it. And you get 4,000 lunch boxes. Holy shit, you're going to need lunch boxes. This is worth it. If you want to spend $9 on the game, get this. Also helps you get your VIP level up. Okay, day 2. Free one at the bottom. 99 cents. Same thing. Still a great deal. 8 capsules for $5. $5 in a capsule event, which you get your capsules for your value packs. You get 2 in a value pack there. You get 8 here. It's 6 more. And you get 8 hours of gems. As far as these right here go, scavenger loot, if you do buy this, save them till the 7th day when you get your highest level that you have, because then you get your most amount of gold out of it. Based on your current campaign stage, will not calculate VIP boost. So whatever campaign stage you're on, it will calculate how much stage of gold you'll get from those 8 hours and give you that. So save these till the very last day on your 7th day of this event, and then open them and then spend all the gold you need to. That's your best bet to maximize those. $10 one. Same thing I said earlier as the other one. This one's worth it. You get 9 more capsules. It's great. And you get 12 8-hour things. Scavenger loot, sorry. This will help out a lot. Day 3. $99. 99 cents. For 3, same thing. It's worth it. Then we move on to the $5 one. Worth it as well. You're going to need juice. You can use them right off the bat, or you can save them to the 7th day. I usually save them to the 7th day. And you can build them up really quickly and finish things that you need to. 8 capsules is worth it. It was 2 for $5 in the events, so worth it there. This one, $20 for 6,000 lunch boxes and 12 enrolls. We saw this one when we first looked at it, me and some other people, and we're like, holy cow, this is amazing value. Get this one. 100% get this one. You can get a couple $10 ones for capsules, and then definitely get this one saved for enrolls. Plus those 6,000 lunch boxes. Whoo-wee! That looks pretty good right now. I need those myself. So go ahead and get that if you eventually at some point if you want to spend money on the game. Day 4. Same thing as the first one, 99-cent capsules. Still worth it. This one, $5 for 3. I believe it's 1 enroll for $5. Maybe not even an enroll. You probably don't get one, I don't think. I don't remember. But just looking at it, I'm sitting here thinking about it. 4, 12. Yeah, it's worth it. Okay. It's worth it because 20 for 12, $5, break it down by 4. It's worth it. I would get the capsule one first before you get this one. You're going to get more out of the 30 capsules for $10. Put that in perspective. You get 28 for $30 in a normal capsule event. So you're getting 2 more for $10 less. Yeah, get that one first. The enroll for $5 is good too. I would get the $20 one first. But if you don't have that much money but you want to spend, and you only got like a couple dollars, the $5 one for the enrolls, I will get the capsule ones first. And then if you have still some extra and you want to spend not that much money, you can get that one instead of the $20 one. It's still good value. Day 5. 99 cents for 3 capsules. We still see they're still great. Free one at the bottom. It's free. 8 capsules we said earlier for $5. That's great as well. 30 for 20 and 30 scavenger loot, which is really good. That will pretty much help you pass most of the stuff in the 7-day missions. As we look back at the other one, this is an elite girl shards for 4 days. And it's the same thing as this one. So technically the other one is better to get first before this one because you're getting a girl with it instead of just gold. That way you can maybe get another girl, the same girl as elite girl, the other one, to help you get a 6-star to help complete that part of the event too in the 7-day mission. So I would get the day 4 one first and then get the day 5 one if you're getting both of them. Day 6. 99 cents, still good value. $10 for 5. See, this is where it gets a little complicated because earlier we saw it for 3 for 5. So it should be 10 for 6 technically in order to equal that same amount of value as the 12 one right here that was $20 earlier. So this one, it's not bad, but it's not as good as that $5 one or that $12 one. So you would get this one last, if anything, out of everything on here. Besides this one right here. 12 for 30 still not bad. 50. But if you don't want to spend that much, it's better to just go ahead and get the $12 one for 6,000 lunch boxes and 12 enrolls. But everyone's going to be like, but a recon. There's antique shards in here. I get that. But there's other ways to get them in the game. Now, if you're super well and you're just spending money on lots of things and you want to, and you're looking at this video, then go ahead, by all means, grab it. more power to you. But if you're not spending that much, just kind of look to the side of it. There's better ones here to buy before this one, but it's still good, still decent. It just depends on how much you value antiques in the game, and depending on which one you get. You could get a really bad one, so get the other ones first before you get this one, because on this little shard thingy here, you're playing the lottery essentially to see if you can get a good one. So just get the other ones first, and if you got money left over you want to spend on the game, go ahead and get this one, but there's more better ones to buy. And then we have the 99 cents 3 capsules. Same thing as always, free one at the bottom. Yeah, it's free. And then we have this $20 one, high stakes slot tickets, and a 80 box, or not 80 box, sorry. The ghost, human, monster, fairy, human box. I know I said the name twice. My bad. It's all right, I guess. You can just get other things better value, like the one below it. You know, it's $30 for 28. Here you're getting 12 more for 40, and you get 15K lunch boxes, ladies and gentlemen. And I can't stress enough how much you're gonna need lunch boxes. Trust me, I need them so bad in this game. Everybody does at this point. And even if you're playing and starting this game later on, maybe a year from now watching this video, hopefully by that time they've updated and gave us an update to get more lunch boxes in the game. Because right now, as this video is coming out, really hard to get lunch boxes. So just from that and the capsules, that one's a great value. As far as the $20 one, I just don't know what to tell you. I will get that one at the very last out of everything out of here. And even then, I look at it now and I'm like, I can get ghost, fairy, monster, or human girls at some point in this game. It's not worth spending that for that, honestly, to tell you the truth. I wouldn't buy it, my personal opinion. But hey, if you want to, more power to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you today on this video for the beginner daily 7-day missions. Remember, it'll end. You won't get it back again. And make sure you log in as much as possible to get the most effect out of the rewards as you can. If you have any further comments, concerns, complaints, or questions, you can either post a comment on this video or you can follow me in my Discord, or join it, I should say. The link will be down below in the description. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Your support really helps in building this channel to help spread the word of information to help everybody out in this game. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.